So I'll call this meeting of the Standing Senate Committee on Transport and Communications to order. This evening, the committee is examining Bill C-49, the Transportation Modernization Act. We have two panels tonight. For the first panel, I'd like to welcome Mr. Warren Sekuluk, Director of Region 5 at the Alberta Wheat Commission, Todd Lewis, President of the Agriculture Producers Association of Saskatchewan. He is representing the Canadian Federation of Agriculture. Cam Dahl, President of Cereals Canada. And Jeff Nielsen, President of the Grain Growers of Canada. Thank you for being here. I think Mr. Lewis is starting this off. And then Mr. Sekuluk, then Mr. Dahl, and Mr. Nielsen. So go ahead, Mr. Lewis.
Okay. Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Todd Lewis, and I'm a grain and oilseed producer from Grace, Saskatchewan. I'm pleased to present to the committee today on behalf of the Canadian Federation of Agriculture. And in addition to serving on the CFA board, I am also the president of the Agricultural Producers Association of Saskatchewan and operate a family-owned grain farm. In addressing the committee today, I cannot overstate the importance of government legislation and policy in ensuring that Canada has a cost-effective and reliable grain transportation system. Producers are heavily reliant upon Canada's railway system. In my home province of Saskatchewan, grain travels up to 1,900 kilometers to port. So it's a big part of what we have to do to get our product on the world market. Excuse me. The rail freight system for grain does not operate as a competitive marketplace. Nearly all our local delivery points are serviced by a single rail carrier. Producers have few cost-effective alternatives to moving the grain to port. Bill C-49 was occasioned by a severe shipping crisis that began in Western Canada in the 2013-2014 crop year. The crisis was system-wide, and the failure in Canada's grain transportation system caused significant harm to our international reputation and cost farmers billions of dollars in lost marketing opportunities for primary producers. The problems that led to that shipping crisis are long-standing, and they persist today. The situation, in fact, is quite serious. In some regions of Western Canada, CN serving corridors have only received 70% of their car orders this season. Canada's transportation system for grain begins at the farm gate. It is agricultural producers that bear the cost of these service failures. Backups at local elevators mean that producers cannot haul their grain within contracted time frames. Grain prices fall in order to ration access to the system, and it's very difficult for us as producers to plan our business and cash flow needs in the context of this uncertainty. These problems are clearly not going away. Current estimates are that Canada is on track to have the second highest handling of grain and exportable oilseeds stocks in this current crop year. In Budget 2017, the federal government has identified agriculture as a strategic sector of the economy capable of significantly increasing its agricultural exports. There is an urgent need for government regulation and policy to ensure our transportation system and its commercial relations are positioned to help us meet this future growth potential. We see Bill C-49 as a step in the right direction. The legislation contains a number of provisions aimed at addressing commercial imbalances in this system. We are pleased to see reciprocal penalties in legislation, and that the Act clarifies service level obligations on the part of the railways. The additional reporting requirements are critical to enhance our ability to monitor the system performance and improve planning accountability across the system. The new Act also includes new provisions for long-haul interswitching. Shippers have been without access to extended interswitching since August of last year, and we as producers are eager to see this competitive option used in their service and rate negotiations with the railroads. There is an urgent need for the Senate to move quickly on this bill. There are current shipping challenges that need to be addressed. Producers, shippers, and governments need the opportunity to properly assess the effectiveness of these provisions in the current operating environment. If this legislation fails to live up to its intent, the minister must intervene quickly. We also see this legislation as a first step towards continuous improvement. Grain producers have their own unique needs in this system, and we require a commitment on the part of government to work with us to address these needs in Bill C-49 for this government and future governments and in future legislation. In closing, I wish to repeat the urgent need for the Senate to move quickly on this legislation. Bill C-49 provides a solid foundation for future reforms. I look forward to discussing these opportunities with the committee.
Mr. Second.
Mr. Chair and members of the committee, thank you for the invitation to appear today. My name, as you know, is Warren Sekulich. I'm a director with the Alberta Wheat Commission and a fourth-generation farmer in northern Alberta. And I'm here today to offer the strong support from our 14,000 farmer members for the timely passage of Bill C-49. My farm is 70 kilometers north of Grand Prairie, Alberta, which is over 1,200 kilometers to the nearest port, and totally dependent on the only railway that serves this line of 4 inland terminals. With limited access to processing facilities or any other alternative market, almost 100% of the crops I grow